LinkedIn stories. Yes, you have heard that right. LinkedIn and now doing stories. I'm going to talk about what it is and what does that mean for you. Hi, my name is Alan Terry. I am a blogger and social media professional. And on this short video, I'm going to talk about LinkedIn stories. Now, people watching this, some may not have been using LinkedIn before or never used LinkedIn. Some may have only just heard of LinkedIn. So there's this perception with many LinkedIn users that LinkedIn should just be business to business or professional, and you shouldn't show your personality or any emotion on LinkedIn. But I don't think that's what LinkedIn is about. They've obviously grown over time, and I feel they've got clever because they've watched the Snapchats, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the TikToks, and they've slowly grown their audience, which is predominantly business audience, and now they're moving with the times, which is why they've got LinkedIn stories. So I'm not, this isn't a video just to let you know for me showing you a tutorial how to use it, because it is so self-explanatory. If you've done stories on Facebook, or if you've done stories on Instagram, you know how to do it. And if you don't, and if you do have a profile on LinkedIn, there's a tutorial literally as you click onto the story showing you how to do it. So it's so self-explanatory. What I'm talking about here is my belief why they're doing this and the benefit of this if you are on LinkedIn or choosing to go into LinkedIn, and people's perception of LinkedIn being a B2B only platform. So first of all, I'm just going to mention when LinkedIn Stories came in. So in the UK, LinkedIn Stories has only been here for maybe 3 weeks. It came in October of 2020. In the US, I believe it's been here for maybe about 3 months, maybe 2.5 months or so. So depending on where you are in the world, it's obviously been launched at different staggered starts. And another thing that which is really important actually about LinkedIn Stories, is you can only get it on your mobile phone device. It isn't active on desktop. If it's going to be active or not in the future, I do not know. But what I do know is if you do want to do your LinkedIn stories, you can only do it on the mobile version. So get the app and obviously start doing on that. That's probably maybe one of the reasons why they just started it on the mobile phone, because they want more people to get the app, etc., etc. But that's a whole different video we can speak about. So so with LinkedIn stories, it's very similar to Facebook and Instagram. You can take multiple stories, and then it just goes video by video, and you just basically keep doing it. So the benefits I think on LinkedIn stories, and I believe I was one of the first people to start doing stories on LinkedIn, because as soon as it went live, I started actually doing it. I think the benefits of this is it gets you to more interaction with people, or people find out who you are and what you do and what you're about. Because I've got two sides to my businesses. I've got my international headhunting company, and I've got my social media business as well. So I talk about my social media business a lot, because a lot of my clients are international clients, and they may actually want a social media solution. They may want a consultant to talk about how they can um, raise their social media presence. So it's fantastic for me. So as soon as I started to do my stories, like, the views went up and up and up, and that's bringing me nicely onto the next point, is you can actually see who's viewed your story. So say for example, you do a couple of stories, you get, let's say 100 hits on there. Literally you just click on views or the eyeball, and then you can go down and schedule, well, not schedule, but it shows it in whatever particular order it is, who's actually viewed it. So if that's a client that you've not spoken to in a while, or a friend or a colleague, whatever, you can just send them a quick message saying thank you very much for looking at my story, and what made you view it. And then another great thing about stories as well, again, same with all the other platforms, so it's very similar. That's why I'm not going to do a tutorial, because I'm just going to be actually, thinking that your intelligence isn't what it is, because it's so simple. But another great thing about stories as well, it shows you the social interaction. So say for example your first story was 100 views, and I'm talking like this, and go to the next story, it goes down to 80 views, then it goes down to 70 views, and goes down to 60 views. It's basically showing you that whatever you're talking about, people have lost interest as it goes along. So you may actually want to change your content, or switch it up a bit. You know, maybe not put too much information on the first part, but you can't put too much information that, to be quite frank, because you can only do up to 17 seconds. So you can do stories by way of a video, and you do need to hold the button. So obviously you just press the button once to take a picture, or if you're recording yourself, you do need to hold the button, and then once you've held the button, it finishes within 17 seconds. But it does actually have a kind of timer which clocks up to when it's finished, which is very simple. And then before it obviously gets posted, you can do the normal things, you know, put stickers on there, put a note on there, do a bit of editing as well. So light editing. I don't think it's as sophisticated yet as, let's say, Instagram, but that's where I believe they're looking to go to. Which brings me on to my next thing as well, because there are a lot of people on LinkedIn out there that I'd probably say scare a lot of people who are afraid to go on LinkedIn as a platform because they think it's all serious, it's all business. Yes, it is. There is business, a lot of business people on there. It did start off as, well, it didn't originally start off for that, but anyway, it went into a B2B business platform where it was great for sales and recruiters. That's why I've been on LinkedIn, and I've been on LinkedIn for, I think it was 2005 or 2006 when I first registered. So I've been on LinkedIn for 14, 15 years now, and predominantly use that for my recruitment business, but now I'm using it a lot more for my social media business as well. So it's great if you're pivoting as well into something different, and you can use LinkedIn to find more clients. So leading me onto the client side, the reason why LinkedIn is so strong is what I've just said. Everyone puts pretty much a strong job title on there. So if you are head of sales, head of marketing, CEO, CFO, you know, it's very, very easy to pinpoint who people are on LinkedIn, which is the reason why I love LinkedIn so much. You can connect with people very easily on LinkedIn. Obviously, they need to accept your connection request. But you know, once you start building your presence on LinkedIn, it's fantastic. And doing stories now is the great thing, because I don't think many people are doing it at the moment. And the reason why I don't think many people are doing it at the moment is because it goes back to what I've been saying, because there's a lot of people out there that will just be thinking, oh God, this is going to be another Facebook, it's going to be another Instagram, it's going to be another TikTok, it's going to be another Snapchat, it's going to be. So I think a lot of people are going to be shy to do that at first. So what we need to be, and we need to do, is we need to be the innovators of putting our stories out there and do it continuously. I don't go over the top. I do a story every day, and sometimes it's 7 posts, sometimes it's just a one post. It just depends what's going on in the day and how I'm feeling on the day I've had. So that's a great thing about stories. So for those of you, I'm sure you use it on Facebook and Instagram. If something's going on with your day, if you have a great day, if you have a bad day, you post up your stories. Same thing with LinkedIn as well. I think even more so during lockdown, because more people working from home. It's a great way of still keeping in contact with your colleagues as well, showing them what you've got on with the day or what you've done for the day. Just taking a quick picture, posting it to your stories, and your connections will obviously view your story. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about in terms of people viewing your story is, at the moment, I do not know how they actually, how it rates. So I've got, you know, how many connections? I think I've got maybe 10,500 followers on LinkedIn, but I don't understand how they kind of register it, the story, and prioritize that story. And that's something I'm going to have to find out, and I'll post on another video. But this post is for anyone who isn't on LinkedIn. I would say 100% get onto LinkedIn. It's so easy to set up your LinkedIn profile. It's very easy to get your picture on there. It's very easy to get it set up. You know, it doesn't take long at all. But start utilizing stories, because they understand it and they get it. They're slightly slower to the game. The reason, obviously, a good reason behind that is because they were focused on other things at the moment. And I think now, because the shift and what's gone on in for 2020, I think now this is a really good move for LinkedIn to move into stories. Just again, it's that connection, that community, people, work colleagues that can't see and haven't seen what you've done. You can now post on your stories and other things as well. I've been getting clients on there just by going onto LinkedIn, doing a quick story and talking about I help people turn a passion into profit, or would you like to turn a passion into profit, or what's your hobby, or what's your passion, and just little things like that. And then when I'm getting people coming back to me, engaging with me, I'm just obviously sending them a direct message back, and that's how I'm picking up new customers as well. So LinkedIn is, I think personally, is probably the best platform to find business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, because that's the initial reason why people have got onto LinkedIn, to talk about who they work for, or the company that they own, or the startup that they founded. More startups will go on that, whereas when it goes to Facebook and Instagram, especially Instagram, you don't really put your title on there. Same with Facebook as well. Yes, you got your career section and stuff like that, but the way LinkedIn is structured, it makes it so much easier to find how people are, and then that's what can take you onto, if you did want to go to the next step, which is adverts. Buying adverts on LinkedIn and doing your targeting. But again, that's for a different video. I'm not talking about ads or targeting. What I'm talking about is LinkedIn stories. So the moral of the story is, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, get a LinkedIn account and start doing your stories. If you do have a LinkedIn account and not done any stories, do it now. It's only been in the UK for the past 4 weeks. I was one of the first people doing stories on LinkedIn. I've been on LinkedIn for over a decade. I've enjoyed my journey through LinkedIn. I'm sure I'll enjoy my journey further down the line as well. So yeah, the moral of the story is, enjoy your stories, and that will help you get more engagement from like-minded people, from friends, from colleagues, from buyers. So depending what you want to get out of it, you can get a lot out of it. So just start doing your stories. This is Alan Terry from Freetown Mindset. If you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, a like. Feel free to share it to any of your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon on there to get some great other insights about social media, blogging, mindset, and just having fun along the way. This is Anne Terry. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next video.